Hello, happy Tuesday. Here's what you got to do for US Studies today. As always, make sure that you start with your warm-up. Today's warm-up question says, what was a lunch counter sit-in? That is based off yesterday's activity and what you've read so far in March. So explain what was a lunch counter sit-in. After that, you need to listen to March Book 1, Part 6 and complete the March Marker Talk assignment. Today's learning target is I can discuss different aspects of the book March. So like I said, the first thing you need to do today is listen to March Book 1, Part 6. As usual, you just click on this link here and it'll bring you to the video to follow along with the book. Remember that you can click this little square here in the corner to open it up to full screen so that you can follow along easier and see the pictures. After you're done listening to this video, you want to go back to the folder and click on the March Marker Talk assignment. Now, it's markers in quotes because when things were more normal and we were back in school full time, we would walk around the classroom and do this with markers on pieces of paper. But instead, we're going to do this as a Jamboard. So when you open up this link, it brings you to a Jamboard with 7 slides. You are required to answer at least 3 of these questions on Jamboard. So I will go through all 7 right now. The first one says, what is the most important thing you have read about in March so far? If you want to answer that question, you can go ahead and click this little Post-it note or use a text box to type your answer. Second one says, why did John Lewis's parents not want him to get involved with the civil rights movement? So why were they worried about him getting involved with the civil rights movement? The third one says, why was nonviolence used during civil rights protests? So like, for example, the lunch counter sit-ins. Why did they use nonviolence? Number 4 says, would you have joined a nonviolent lunch counter sit-in? Why or why not? Number 5 says, why do you think people continued to protest even though they faced violence? So even though they were being attacked and they faced violence and really scary situations, why did they still protest? Number 6, what was the Green Book? Why was the Green Book necessary? How do you think it felt to use the Green Book? And number 7, who is more important in a movement like the civil rights movement, the people or the leaders? And to explain your answer. So it means like the people who are going and doing the protests and things like that, or the people who are leading them. Who's more important in those types of movements? And then explain your answer. Remember, you need to answer at least 3 of these. And when you work on this, there'll be other people's answers. You also need to respond to at least 3 classmates so that it's more of a discussion. It's a discussion through writing. You can pretend like you're texting or you're Snapchatting back and forth and you're doing a discussion through writing. So if I saw that someone put a Post-it here and I'm like, oh, I really agree with that. Maybe I would take a different color Post-it and I would write, I agree with you because, and I would tell them why I agree with them. I'll put it by this Post-it here. Maybe I'll make mine a little smaller just so people know that it goes with that Post-it. All right. So, like I said, you need to pick at least 3 of these questions to answer. If you want to answer them all, that's fine. And then you need to respond to at least 3 classmates' posts on the Jamboard. After that, you are done with US Studies for the day. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.